Alright, so here's why I feel like CM Junk really contradicted himself in this media scrum press conference. Everything he was saying is like, bro, can you look in the mirror? And second, do you see the guy that's sitting next to you? How can you say something that egregious? Like, are you insane? Sometimes I feel like, dude, CM Junk don't realize he is a natural heel. He is a natural bad guy. And it's like, does he want people not to like him? Seriously. We need to figure this out. Does he want people not to like him? Does he feed off of hate? Does he feed off of drama? That's what I'm starting to feel like. Because, dude, do you hear yourself in these press conferences? Dog, you sound like a bitter bootleg Bret Hart, but far, far worse. It's like, dude, Bret Hart wasn't this outspoken. He wasn't this outspoken until he retired. CM Junk, this dude is a world champion and he talks this reckless. And you wonder why I make all these videos about this man. I mean, he's not a good person. I don't know what's wrong with this. I don't know what's wrong with this guy. Even, it's like, dog, you gotta look in the mirror, man. There's guys from ROH who wrestle with you, and they are saying everything that has been said about you backstage has been factually correct. You brought the same issues in ROH. You brought those same issues to the WWF. You gotta look in the mirror, man. Don't play dumb. You gotta know who you are, bruh. It's like, yeah, I don't like Eddie Kingston. Yes, that is facts. He is the second best Kingston. Cause bruh, you ain't Kofi Kingston. So yeah, that was facts that CM Junk said that about Eddie. But Eddie was right about CM Junk is not a good guy backstage. But this press conference really it was like really eye-opening. Now, what he said about Colt, it's hard to disagree about what he said about Colt. Because, hey, at the end of the day, he knows Colt Cabana better than I do, better than you do. So, whatever he said about Colt, maybe that was facts. Right? Maybe Colt was kind of a snake. We don't know. Because, I mean, why was he relying on CM Junk to pay all his bills? If you already got your own money making money on the indies, don't you got your own money? Why do you want to bum off money off of your friend? But the whole thing when he said he hasn't been friends with Colt since 2013, 2014, I'm like, bruh, wasn't that the time frame where you made that stupid interview with Colt? During that podcast, it felt like y'all was best friends, right? It felt like y'all was good friends during that podcast. So how can you say you have been friends ever since, dog? Nobody put a gun to your head to make you talk reckless on his show. So I don't get. They see all this contradicting. Then he says something really stupid. This moron said, there's one guy that has made more money off my name, and his name is Scott, more than Vince McMahon. He said the two guys that have made the most money off of his name was Colt and Vince McMahon. I'm like, wow, bro. How can you say something so factually incorrect and reckless? It's like your ego is out of control. It's like, dude, don't flatter yourself. By your logic, Vince McMahon has made money off of half the AEW roster. By your logic, he has made money off of Chris Jericho, Daniel Bryan, Billy Gunn. We wouldn't know who Billy Gunn is if it wasn't for Vince McMahon. Chris Jericho wouldn't be a legend if it wasn't for Vince McMahon, right? Dude, if it wasn't for Vince, there would be no Hulk Hogan, no Savage, no Orton, no Cena, no damn near Drew Mack, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart. The list goes on and on. Dude, Vince is a wrestling promoter. He's supposed to make money off of your name. That's the point on trying to be a big time star of a pro wrestler. The promoter promotes you so he can make money off of your name value, you stupid idiot. By your logic, is it Tony Khan making money off of your name? Didn't you main event All Out? Right? Didn't you main event All Out? You was the headliner, which means Tony Khan make money off of your name, you stupid moron. Who is this man? Whose man is this? You see, now I know why now I know why he has no kids. Seriously. He will make an awful father. I'm sorry, he will make a terrible father. He would teach his kids how to complain and whine. And I can't believe I'm going this deep, but that press conference really triggered me. See, now I know why this man is in his 40s and he has no kids. He knows he will make an awful father. He has awful values to teach kids and other people who look up to him. He has bad habits. He has a bad mouth. He's so reckless and just so inconsiderate. And it's crazy because Tony Khan is scared of this guy. Right? Tony Khan, he looked like a fanboy who was sitting next to CM Junk. So he allowed him to say anything he wanted to. I guarantee you this. Triple H would have stopped that press conference. Vince McMahon, he would have stopped that press conference and said, hey, yo, man, I think your ass got to calm down a little bit. You see, CM Junk loves Tony Khan because Tony Khan allows him to be reckless, act reckless, make a fool out of himself, make a fool out of the company. Tony Khan is a substitute teacher. Vince McMahon was the real teacher. That's why CM Junk didn't like Vince. Vince was a legit authority figure who didn't let him walk all over him. You know what I'm saying? CM Junk is a control freak. Tony Khan is a fanboy. Right? Here's what I mean by he's a fanboy. If the average fanboy had $1 billion and he had his own company, and let's say he had his own wrestling, let's say he had his own wrestling company, and he signed CM Junk, he wouldn't let CM Junk do anything he wanted to just because he's a fanboy of him. See, this is why Vince didn't want to be your friend, right? This is why Vince McMahon didn't want to be friends with you. He wanted you to stay away from him. Vince was all about business. He didn't want you to be too close to him because he didn't want you to walk all over him. See, that's why CM Junk didn't like Vince. But the fact that he says something so stupid, Vince McMahon made tons of money off of his name. I'm like, bro, who is you? Okay, by your logic, I guess he didn't make money off of John Cena's name. He didn't make money off The Rock's name. He didn't make money off of Stone Cold Steve Austin's name. Dog, he is a wrestling promoter. Didn't Paul Heyman make money off of Rob Van Dam's name? Like, what are you talking about? You got a man standing right next to you who signed you to a damn near $5 million contract. He's making money off your name. He said it a couple of months ago. He said it. He said, CM Junk, because of you, our ratings are all up. Merch is up. Our pay-per-view buys are all up because of you. Remember when Khan went on that little cringe rant at the last press conference and CM Junk was right next to him? He was basically telling you he made money off of CM Junk's name. Remember? He was saying that, oh, this man is a huge draw. Our profits have been up since he's been here. Okay. CM Junk, ding, 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 ding. You just contradicted yourself by saying Vince made the most money off of your name. What? Tony Khan told you right to your face he's made money off of your name. Oh my gosh, man. I don't like this man. And look, I have no problem about what he said about the Bucks and about Hangman Page, right? What he said about those guys, okay, that was facts. I have no problem with what he said about Page and the Bucks, because that was Bush League stuff that Page went off script on CM Junk. I feel like that was very unprofessional. It's like, bruh, don't freaking blindside this man off of a promo on TV. It's like, okay, that's pretty reckless. See, I didn't like that. And look, that was a trash promo. All he was doing was yelling. That was a trash promo by Page. Like, that was a trash promo, but that was a blindside promo that I'm like, bro, that was kind of wrong. It's like, if you got a problem with CM Junk, don't blindside him with a promo. It's like, you gotta tell him, hey, I'm gonna go here with this promo. Are you fine with it? Don't blindside him on national television and it's live. That was very unprofessional. So I agree with Junk, that was wrong. But this dude was no angel. It's like there was not these kind of backstage problems before he got signed. You know what I'm saying? It's like he is causing so much friction backstage, and the fact that he don't think it's his fault, that's the problem. Dude, there's a reason why Cody Rhodes left. See, people tend to forget. They had a huge falling out. Omega and the Bucks with Cody. They had a huge falling out. But people tend to forget that. Cody's seen a writing on the damn wall. That's why he bounced out. Because there was a lot of guys that were hating on Cody Rhodes backstage, right? There were tons of guys that were hating on Rhodes backstage. That's why he had to dip out. But it got really heated once Punk came in. Once Punk came in, Cody Rhodes left immediately. That's the weird part. He left extremely quick once Punk came. You see, that was a huge sign right there. He knows Punk is an awful human being. That's why Cody Rhodes left. But the fact that Tony Khan just allows this guy to shoot like this, dude, look back at the Clash at the Castle press conference. Triple H was right there, but guess what? Everybody who was in that press conference, they were all in character. You see what I'm saying? Because the WWF is very professional. They don't let you shoot in press conferences. Look at Roman in his press conference. He was in character. Seth Rollins, he was in character. Freaking Sheamus, he was in character. They always make sure you are in character when you are doing a WWF press conference. Even Gunther the Ring General, he was in character during his press conference. Tony Khan, he just loves exposing the business. Why are you allowing CM Punk to shoot and to expose the business? It's like you gotta keep certain things under wraps. The fact that CM Punk really, he took so much shine away from MJF. Nobody's talking about MJF. People are talking about the backstage problems. And that's crazy because this was a damn near 4-hour pay-per-view. This pay-per-view had 15 matches. Nobody is talking about those matches. They are talking about CM Punk's press conference in the damn media scrum. And the fact that there was a fight backstage, it's like the off the field issues is more entertaining than the AEW in-ring product, and that's a bad thing. That's horrible. Why are we more concerned about how Punk feels backstage? Why are we so concerned about how CM Punk is causing so much friction backstage? Why is that more entertaining than what he does in the goddamn ring? I mean, that's a bad thing. That means you have a boring product. If we are more entertained by Jerry Springer storylines rather than the on-screen product, that's a bad thing, man. And it's all CM Punk's fault because he is a drama queen, man. There was not these many issues last summer, but CM Punk, he brings so much drama everywhere he goes. It's like, man, I can't believe Tony Khan allowed this man to shoot like that. It's like, look, this dude, he was talking like a damn heel too. But here's another part where he really contradicted himself. Once again, he buries MJF. See, that's what I mean by MJF has to turn face and CM Punk has to turn heel. Because he needs to realize, bro, the more you speak, people are going to cheer MJF. People are going to force you to be a heel the more you speak, because he talks very reckless. Here's where he contradicted himself when he dissed MJF. He said something like, man, the grass is not greener on the other side, right? He said something that reckless about MJF because people know he wants to go to the WWF. Okay, you're saying the grass ain't greener. Okay, how is the grass greener for you in AEW if you are causing so much problems, bruh? CM Punk, there was never these kind of issues when you was in the WWF because Vince didn't allow it. So by your logic, the grass is not greener in AEW because how come half the damn locker room don't freaking like you? It wasn't like that within your last company. Your last company had structure. See, if MJF goes to the WWF, that means he's going to be under structure. He is going to be under a professional environment, which means, by your logic, the grass will be greener for MJF if he leaves. Because there's no drama back in the WWF, but there's drama and friction and fights in AEW, and it's all your fault. So how is the grass greener for you if you are causing so much problems? The crowd is screaming Colt Cabana, and you were over here cutting promos on fans saying, "Oh, you are a fat virgin." It's like, hold on, bro. I thought you loved the AEW audience. Why are you talking crap about them now, huh? Once again, the grass is not greener in your company that you are currently in. There's problems that the WWF does not have that AEW has. So I feel like the better option is the WWF. So, by your logic, the grass is not greener, bro. You are in a damn wasteland of a damn company right now with so many dramas, so many issues. So what are you talking about? How is the grass greener, bro? See, he always says he always wants to diss. He always wants to diss at WWF. I don't know why, bro. They made you millions of dollars. If it wasn't for that company, you wouldn't know your wife. So watch your goddamn mouth. If it wasn't for that company, you wouldn't know who AJ Lee is, bro. So calm down. You see what I'm saying? See, this is why so many people don't like this guy. He is a walking contradiction. It's like, bro, there's so many issues in AEW. I'm like, how is the grass greener in AEW when freaking Malachi Black wants to leave? Half the roster wants to leave now. So how was the grass greener? Right? Dude, it felt like Malachi Black was in a good headspace before you came there. Why does he want to leave? Right? Half that damn roster wants to leave now, bro. Ever since your ass came in, it's all your fault. It's like you just bring so many bad vibes everywhere you go. Even some guys in the goddamn UFC didn't like you. Right? Still to this day, like you. Still to this day, Michael Jackson still trolls MJF. He still trolls him on Twitter. Come on, man. Why does Michael Jackson keep on trolling you? I think because you gave him bad vibes. He knows you are a asshole. It's been like 4 or 5 years, bro. He still don't like you? Come on, man. But CM Junk causes so many issues, man. That press conference, he looked goofy. That press conference made him look so goofy. It made him look like such a mark for himself. It's like, I want people to look at that press conference as an example that because of that press conference, Triple H wants nothing to do with this man. CM Junk will be a AEW lifer for the rest of his life. That's facts. Because of that press conference, that's the reason Vince McMahon didn't want anything to do with him. It's like, look, it's crazy because he always says he does not like Vince. Vince this, Vince. Look, bro, the feeling is freaking mutual. If it was up to the WWF, they would erase you from history. Hence why they always want their world champions to surpass your records. Right? Didn't AJ Styles hold the title longer than CM Junk? Roman Reigns, Brock. They do that on purpose to erase your records because they don't like you. So don't flatter yourself. The WWF does not like you either, CM Junk. The feeling is very mutual. They don't like you. It's like Fox wanted the WWF to sign CM Junk, but guess what? They turned that down quickly. They shot that down quickly. And now look where he's at. He's causing problems for his new company. I'm done.